everybody. This is Nicole with Cowgirls and Spurs coming to you live in the 2020 Christmas Craftathon hosted by Melanie Ferguson. How are you all? She's gonna grab me as soon as my notifications come on. So as soon as I start seeing everybody live, I'll start my timer and get going on my project. So how is everybody doing today? I hope you're having a blast crafting. I've got a huge project for you, so I'm just gonna get right into it. You guys, for those of you who don't know, we just moved into our house and I'm a little, well, I'm gonna get my craft on. That's what I'm gonna be doing. Okay, I've got my timer set, so I'm just gonna get going. I'm gonna be doing a fun cowgirl door knocker for you today. And so I'm gonna start with a template. Now, if you haven't requested this template, just send me a message and I'll get you the template. So this is what we're gonna be starting with. Right here's my template. It's the head of a horse. And how I did this was I took some carbon paper. Now, I couldn't find black poster board in my town to save my life. I finally found some last night. So I'm gonna show you how to make a template first, and then we're gonna get into just the crafting portion of it. I love using carbon papers, you guys, and I'm gonna notice all your comments later, but I need to breeze right through this project because I bit off more than I can chew again. All right, here we go. So I love using carbon paper, you guys. It is the best because you can trace anything you want on anything. Painting, craft projects, whatever you want. So basically what I did is I put the carbon paper in sections, and then I went over with my ballpoint pen and I retracted the ink. And all I did was trace all the way around in the different sections so that I had this on my poster board. Can you see that okay? All right, so then what I did is on a cutting board, and I will get you this template so you can do this too. All you have to do is send me a message on my Facebook page, and I cut it out using the poster board. And it was a really easy cut. I had a sharp blade, and I went and traced all the way around with my cutting tool, okay? And I came up with, I'm just gonna start throwing stuff. I came up with this. All right, so this is easier to see. So you can see the horse head, except we're gonna be angling it like this. So on the template, you'll be able to see where you put the holes, okay? So we're just gonna get busy and I'm gonna show you how to do this. I had it all cut out. Don't forget this ridge because it's super, super important. Okay, and I poked holes because I can't find my drill. I used a nail. And all I did on the template is I went straight through and kind of moved it around a little bit to get this little hole. Now, if you received my supply list, you'll know that I said to get some jute floral twine just like this. The only place in my house that is sort of put together is the fireplace. So that's why I'm doing the fireplace in the background. So I cut 10 inches, okay, with my wire cutters. Now, wherever my back is, I'm gonna come in from behind. So I'm gonna glue on the front here. So basically what I did is I threaded my wire through here. If there's a little bit of echo, I don't have floors in yet. I'm in the subfloors or in the whole house. There's no furniture in here. There isn't anything in here yet, except for us. Okay, so can you see that? That's gonna be your backing. And so what I did before I start gluing is I took my wire cutters and I just looped it in a circle until it was tight. So I'm just gonna keep going and going and going until it's tight. And then I'm gonna pull this one tight. And I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. It's just wrap it, wrap it, wrap it, wrap it, wrap it until you're tight, and then flatten it. Just like that. And just like that, okay? Now, to save some time, I'm gonna show you how to layer these, and then I've already got one that I've layered because the decoration is gonna be the fun part, and I wanna get those decorations in. And I'm crafting in my jammies because we can't find our clothes, so I got myself some Christmas jammies. So that's how we're rolling today. All right, so let me show you what I'm gonna start doing. I made sure you guys could see me really well. Now, because the glue doesn't dry super fast, you are going to want to have 8 long stems. Let me show you real quick. If you ordered the products off of my supply list, this is what it looks like. And I did this on purpose. So you could cut off the wire. This is now your long stem. Okay, you're going to need long stems and you're going to need short stems. Now, when you cut this, I think I just cut this one, and you cut this big arm off, now this is your short stems, and I'll show you exactly how to do this. Okay, so I'm going to set this one aside because I already have them designated. I will give you the template also, and it shows exactly how many, where to place them, and how to alternate them. So here's my cheat sheet, and I'm going to be following along with that. Okay, how am I doing? I'm doing great. Okay, here we go. So this is how I did it for time reasons. So I knew I was going to need 8. So I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Just like that. So there's my glue. You can see it, all my strips right here. Now, you take your long stems because you want to follow the horse's neck. And you curve this one a little bit right here. So there's 1, 2. They're spaced apart purposely. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay? And then once the glue's dried, you have your first layer, just like that. Okay? Now what you're going to come in with your next 8 layers, and you're going to alternate. So you're going to put it in between. Okay? So it starts to fill in the gaps. Now on the cheat sheet, it's going to show you a row of 8 stems, overlapped 8 stems, 6 stems, and then 5 stems where you're going to stop right here, okay? Now on the mouthpiece, you want your short stems. Let me get these out of the way. So I have 5 stems on the nose. You really want to create the shape of the horse, okay? So this is, you don't want it to be all just all over the place is what I'm trying to say. You don't want it to be all over the place. So let me just show you how I did the same thing. We're going to be doing 5 on the nose. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then because the nose is a rounded cone kind of, you're going to go up a little bit. So let me just show you. Because once you have your base on, you're going to be fabuloso to start layering. So I've got 1. Now I'm following the contour of the face. And I have 2, again, following the contour of the face. I have 3. I have 4. My nose is running. It's so cold up here and I've had the fire going and it's just, then I get too hot. All right, so here we go. So you can start to see how the nose is developed right there. And you're gonna do the same thing, alternate, alternate. And then when you get here, what we're gonna do is switch directions. So you have all of your branches going down this way, but to do the ears, you want to make sure you start gluing this way, okay? So we're making the ears up. Now, let me show you how it's all gonna make sense, because then we're gonna get crazy decorating. Okay, so there you go. There's your horse head. So here's how I layered, and I did 1, 2, 3, 4 layers on this side, so 4 layers this way. And then I did the nose, and I did 4 layers this way, and then I switched directions to plume out for the head. You see that okay? And then here's my tie in the back, so that when I put it through my hook, I have my horse head is going to rest like this. All right, now's the fun part. Let's get to decorating. Okay, also in my supply list, I had you purchase longer flowy greenery. So what I'm using is called, you guys probably already know this, but you know I'm not a good, it's amaranthus. I don't know my plant terminology, so bear with me. I have 12 strands of marananthus. Did I say that right again? Marananthus, yes, I think I said that right. Okay, so I'm gonna start creating the mane, so you can see me good here. Okay, perfect. All right, so all I'm gonna start is right up here in the plumage. I'm gonna start inserting my long mane. one at a time, and I'm just going underneath my pine branches. Feel free, you can do this also with using live branches, but because we just moved, I didn't have time to pick a bunch of live branches and get them all pieced into sizes. And I wanted this to be something year round. I mean, not year, well, I probably will use it year round and just switch out my bows because I'm a horse girl and all things horses for me. So I love this. And I'm just shoving them in there. I'm going to show you in just a second. Let me get a couple in so I can start to show you how flowy the mane is. For those of you who have horses, you know how important it is to have a flowy mane and maintain your horses. So that's my goal here. Okay, so I'm just zipping them in here and then I'll turn it around and show you. And I'm tucking it underneath so it looks like it's flowing through their fur. All right, see that, how it's starting to kind of flow together just like that? And I'm working my way down so the mane becomes a cascading mane. I've been wanting to do this craft for years. I've been wanting to do this craft. I kept seeing him like floral shops or I'd see him on Pinterest. And I'm like, one of these days, I am going to do this. And so when Melanie invited me to do the Craftathon, I was like, oh, it is game on. I'm doing it. Okay. So I have my little cow timer. It tells me I've got 9 minutes. Woo! All right, here we go. I kicked all my family out of the house. Isn't that hilarious? Because I didn't want any noise. They're all outside on the new property playing with the cats and the horses and the whole bit. All right, I've got 2 more. So I kind of played around with this and I found that 12 worked. 12 worked really well. It gave me all the depth I wanted. It gave me the cascading impression that I wanted. And so for me, it just worked really well. And I think I want 1 more up here. All right, so let me just go ahead and show you. Okay, so I love it. I'm really into this lime green as of late. So there you go. There's your cascading mane, okay? Now, before we do the plumage, on the supply list, I had you order a horse halter. And it was a pony halter, and it was a really small halter. The smallest halter we could get. It's still too big, so I had to cut it, all right? So let me just show you your buckle. If you don't know much about horses and you ordered one of these, let me show you how it works. Your buckle's gonna be right at the top. Okay, so that's the first thing we're gonna do. We're gonna kind of get it on this ledge here so it doesn't slip down. I'm gonna turn it upside down and we're gonna glue it. I may have to hold it for a second or 2 because it is it's a heavier material. So I hope you're having fun today. I was so excited for this Craftathon. And you know, God's amazing because he just decided, hey, you guys are gonna move in the day before the Craftathon. How about that? Let's see how well you do that, Nicole. Let's see how well you walk in faith when I put all the crazy in your way. And let me tell you, there was a lot of crazy. And God is good. He gave us all the strength, all the everything that we needed. Okay, so let me just show you how you're gonna do this. Can you start to see this? All right, now I'm gonna wrap under the chin. That's gonna be the next one that I glue. So I'm gonna bring this right up under here. My moo cow timer just got knocked over. What do you think of that timer? Look at that. It says I've got 7 minutes. I got this. All right, let's get this guy going. I even bought myself a new glue gun because I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to find my glue gun. All right, so now this is the nose strap. So we're going to take the nose strap underneath on both sides, flip it over again, and we're just going to glue it, just like that. And this one actually fit together nicely, so I was pleased about that. And I'm just going to come straight across here and straight across here. And just hold it for a few minutes. Now, if you are in a really cold climate, I'm in a really cold climate, and I'm probably gonna do this. I will cut myself out a second black base. And what I will do is I will attach it to this one so all of the pieces here won't come undone. All right, so there we are so far. We're not done. All right, let's give it a pony that would be in a parade. Let's do a parade pony. All right, so I have all kinds of accessories here. Let me just show you. I have my ribbons. So I chose, in honor of Melanie, buffalo check. My girl Melanie loves buffalo check. And then I also found this beautiful red with these gray background and the white snowflakes. Love it. Okay, so we're just gonna fuss it up. Now, parade ponies always have ribbon in their hair. So we're gonna make some ribbon. So what I did is I cut, how big are these? These are 6 inches. And all I did was these little gray strips like this. And I glued across the front, and I flattened it like this, and while they were sticky, I pleated it and held onto it. So it created this little bloom, okay? Just like that. Now I created 5, 6, and now I'm gonna do one more, so we have 7 of them, because you know, you always want things in odd numbers, okay? And so all I did was pleat, pleat. You know, I like to pleat and smush, for those of you that follow me. All my links, you guys, are in the description where you can get to my VIP group, where you can follow me, where you can get my information. And now that we've moved, I'm kind of gonna be game on. All right, so now I'm going to be putting these, kind of tucking them in the mane. And you wanna kind of loop them so that they're tucked in. And I'll show you. Let me do a couple so you can see. Because parade ponies always have cute little ribbons in their manes. At least they try to if their owners have enough time to get them all fussied up. And most parade people do. All right. Okay. That's 3. And I'm kind of holding them with all my fingers. And we will fuss them up a little bit in a minute. Just like that. I think those 2 I can let go of and move down. Add some in here. Whoop, don't fall. Okay, I got 2 more to put in. We're gonna go all the way down here. All right, this is looking so cute. I think I'm gonna go one taller right up in here because we're gonna be doing a little bit more. Now I pre-made some decorations as well. Let me show you those as soon as I show you my little ribbon plumes. All right, so here we go. We've got our little plumes in here with our mane kind of dripping down a little bit. Kind of just like that. Now, I took my buffalo check and I cut 30 inches of it. And I made a little bit of a ribbon. So let me show you how I did this. I have a zip tie, and I have these cute little wood beads that I found in red. And so what I did was I put 3 beads, and they're just gonna fly all over the place. This is how crazy dog and pony show, everybody. It's the dog and pony show. Okay, how am I doing? We're good. All right, so what I did is, you guys know how to make bows. So I just crisscrossed over the top like this, and I just came in and scrunched it, wrapped it with my zip tie. I like really simple bows. And then zipped it so that my ribbons, my little beads were in the front, just like that, and then I clipped this. Let me show you. So here I made it. And I bought this cute little tag at the Dollar Tree, and then I strung some beads. And all I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna fit it with some pipe cleaner that I thread through the zip tie, and I'm gonna attach that pipe cleaner above my buckle. And the buckle is going to secure it. Okay, and then I'm wrapping it through this way as well. And now this is how I can rotate my bows. And all I'm doing is twisting it, and you can't see the pipe cleaner. And there you go. All right, look at that. How cute is that? It says Merry Christmas. I've got a couple beads. How much time do I have? Let's put some more fuss in there. Now, I also have my holly berries, and I wanted to create a little bit more up top so that it looks like the plumage of their ears. So I'm just going to shove a couple in here. Hopefully I can get these glued to stick in the 1 minute that I have. And one, voila, 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 voila. Now, if you come and join me tomorrow on Cowgirls and Spurs, I'm going to do my front door scape. I'm going to do my front door scape, which will feature this guy. I hope you love it. I can help you with this, and I also am going to have kits hopefully soon. I don't know, but I hope you love it. Love you guys. Enjoy the rest of the Craftathon, and I'll see you all real soon. Thanks, Melanie.